Welcome to the Ecom Insiders podcast. My name is Debbie, and the event is sponsored by SPCTEK. Today's topic is the golden rules of choosing product for online arbitrage on Amazon. And my guest is Oleg Kuzmenkov. He is the founder of Seller Assistant, a seasoned Amazon expert with over 7 years of experience in the ecom industry. Seller Assistant is a comprehensive product sourcing software for Amazon sellers of all types, including online arbitrage, wholesale drop shipping, and virtual assistants. They have over 50,000 users worldwide who trust them. He is also the founder of Seller Assistant Deals, a specialized marketplace for buying and selling online arbitrage leads with deep expertise in analyzing and selecting products for reselling on Amazon. He is become sought after authority in the Amazon seller community. Oleg, welcome today.
Hi, Debbie. Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here in your podcast. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm fully committed today to share my expertise with you.
Perfect. I understand that you've got a presentation, so I'm just going to let you go with it and we'll ask you some questions, okay?
Yeah, great. Let's start. Um, uh, I'm at Seller Assistant app. I'm at Seller Assistant. I focus on building a tool which helps people to resell products. Actually, we specialize on sourcing. So we develop tools which help people find winning products to resell on Amazon. And as you know, on Amazon there are a few models. Someone have their own brand and they try to sell them on Amazon. They sell them on Amazon, and another type of people who they reselling products on Amazon. They just analyze 100 brands and 100 suppliers and find profitable products to resell on Amazon, and they just bring them to Amazon, and that's it. And there are different approach. First category of people focus on building their own brand, and second one focus on finding good selling products on Amazon. And we have something to share with you about product sourcing for reselling. Actually, product sourcing is a very time-consuming part, but crucial. And people who just starting selling on Amazon, they have a problem. They have no products to resell. Many ways to find good selling products, but where to start? How to analyze products correctly? So, in analyzing products for reselling is to answer 4 questions. Does it sell? Can you sell this product? Is it actually profitable for you? And what else data is crucial considering selling this product? So, and we know how to do product research. First of all, before you start, you need to set up your browser properly. And a lot of people trying to search products outside the United States or from specific states inside the United States. And the best way is to um, set delivery address in Amazon to something inside the United States. For example, if you try to analyze product, if you open the Amazon website from Europe, for example, you will see only the products which have delivery to Europe. But to get full information about product, to know all the competition, you need to set zip code inside the United States to get a list of your competitors. Okay. And a second thing you need to know, if you open a specific product on Amazon, usually it have a lot of data coded into the link. So sometimes there are filters applied which shows only one specific seller. Actually, you can open the product from someone's storefront, and you will see only their offer. But you will be you will be surprised, analyzing this deeply, analyzing this product. You can find that not only these sellers sell it, and there are also a lot of different sellers who sell the product with more competitive price. And to avoid this, make sure that you clear the link from parameters going that after the parameters next to Asian in the link. So and uh, third one is to get succeed in reselling, you need avoid private label products. And what is the private label products? As I mentioned before, private label product is someone's brand. Uh, one seller has, for example, one seller has their own brand, and they build this brand. They invest their time and money to collecting reviews, for example. And Amazon have different types of product. One type is private label product, and second one is product for reselling. And how you can figure out if the product is good for reselling. For example, you can check the number of sellers of the product. For example, on the slide, you can find that first three products are sold by one or two sellers, one FBA seller. And if you open it, you will find that product is sold by only the seller with the brand with the name equal to brand name. It means this product is private label product. And last two products is sold by many sellers. For example, 11 plus or 7 and plus FBA sellers is a good indicator that the product is good for reselling. Yeah, and there are another way to figure out if a product is a private label product, that open their product page, check the brand name, check the branding on the picture, compare it with the seller name, and the anchor brand sold by seller with name that Anchor Direct. So Anchor Direct sold Anchor brand, so it's a good sign that product is private label. Is it clear for you right now?
Yes, it's very clear. And I think this is really an important part for anybody who's looking at selling in arbitrage is do your research, especially on the brands and what is available for resale. So I think this is really important and it's something that people don't sometimes know they need to do.
Yeah. Okay. So what's next? The next question we should answer is, does it sell? And a good indicator of this is best sellers rank. Best sellers rank show the product position in a specific category, and the best sellers rank is one, means that the product hold the is a top seller in the specific category. For example, if best sellers rank is 1 million, for example, it's means that the product on in top 1 million, and it's not
Yeah.
you're looking for. And how to interpret this data? For example, I see the number 1545. What does it mean? You can Google for the chart, like Amazon sales rank chart, and its chart shows you a table with categories and best sellers rank. And in the column, you can find, for example, top 1%. And if your product have sellers rank, which is in the top 1%, it means it's a good selling product and you go for it. Otherwise, it's better to avoid such product because you'll buy a lot of items, and your inventory will stuck because low sales.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are easier way. In the Seller Assistant, we develop a Chrome extension which shows this information right for you. We show top of the product. We show sales velocity right on product page next to the product image. Yeah, but there are a few ways to figure out. So we just give you a few more. Actually, I will show you a free a way to check something, and our extension. I develop extension and our business to sell it. So I give you two options. If you decided like go for extension, I will appreciate it. If not, just use first free option I give you. So it's for your choice. Second question is, can you sell it? And it's very important because sometimes Amazon forbid you to sell some products. For example, if you don't sell toys and games through the year, and in first quarter you try to list your very first toy on Amazon, actually you'll be declined because Amazon have a specific rule for such categories. And to know if you to get to know that if you can sell the product, you can open your Seller Central, click catalog, add inventory, add product, and put ASIN number into the input and click search. Amazon will locate this product and show you some information. And there are two possible outcomes. First one is you will see the button which is deactivated, and text showed like not available. It means you cannot list and sell this product on Amazon for some reason. Okay, and it's better to know before you place an order at your supplier, right? Otherwise, you cannot be able to send your boxes with the product to Amazon.
Yeah.
And second outcome is you will find the product. You can choose a condition, right? Like new, we resell new products, and you will find the sell this product button. Once you click it, there are also two possible outcomes. First one, Amazon will show you a form where you can list your product, like set the price, etc. And it means you allowed to sell the product. And second one means you need approval. And if you see the form like in the slide, it means Amazon requires some extra documentation from you, like reselling authorization or invoice with at least 10 products of the such brand or SKU to prove that you have right supply chain. You're not selling to make sure that you're not selling counterfeit, right? And in this case, you need to request such documentation from your supplier, or have invoice which should be provided to Amazon before they allow you to send the product to Amazon. This is a free, easy step.
Can I stop you right here and ask you a question? Because this is a
Yeah.
mistake that I've seen from a bunch of people. Um, when they say that they want at least one purchase invoice for the product, it says from a manufacturer or a distributor. So a lot of people will go to Target or Walmart and they'll see things on sale and they think, oh, I can buy this cheap and then I can sell it. But they need to understand that when it comes to authorization for a brand, that receipt from Target or Walmart, or even if you buy it off of Amazon, will not work in this case. And it may cause you later to get your account deactivated, or for those items to be questioned as whether they're authentic or not. So they need to understand that these are supply chain documents, and these documents need to come from somebody who has authorization, either a manufacturer, a distributor, or even, as it says here, a letter of authorization from the actual brand. So I think sometimes people think just because they can buy it low, they can sell it on Amazon. And I think it's really important that you understand that there are brands who are requiring that you have authorization to sell.
Yeah, it's true. And moreover, you need to save somewhere every invoice or letter or even agreement you have with your supplier, because sometimes in the future Amazon can request this information for with no reason. Or maybe they have reason but you never know it. So make sure that if you have an invoice, letter, or agreement with your supplier, make sure you store it somewhere and get prepared to provide it as soon as Amazon requests it.
Yes, be very organized with your business documents.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go for next slide. And next slide shows you an easier way to check if you can sell the product. If you use Seller Assistant, you will see green or red lock indicating that you can sell or not this product on Amazon. It's like much easier. You don't need to make 10 clicks to check this information. Okay. So what's next? Next, you need to consider some extra information which is crucial to for making purchasing decision. First of all, take a look at a date when product was published on Amazon. A date of first available indicate that when the product was uh, created on the product listing was created on Amazon. And if product was created this year, like less than 1 year, if the product is selling on Amazon less than 1 year, it means there are not a lot of information to make purchasing decision. For example, the product, new products usually have not so many reviews, and there are not traction which can help you to understand if it worth it to sell this product, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Second one is what are the reviews of the product? When you sell product, remember about your customer, and customers expect get a good quality product. And if the product is not good, for example, the product, or the product comes not as they expected, they will complain. They will put negative reviews on the product, but it's not it's when you resell product, you usually don't think about reviews, but bad reviews means a higher return rate. And a high return rate means you lose money on
Yeah.
returns, right? And in this case, it's better to avoid product with with 3 stars. Start from 4 or 4 and 5 stars.
Good.
Okay, what's next? Competition. And our main competitor is Amazon, actually. Nobody wants to compete with Amazon. Amazon drives sales of your product, but if Amazon decided to sell the same product you're selling, you'll get in a trouble,
Mm.
because Amazon hold buy box all the time. It's very difficult to win buy box if Amazon's selling the product.
Yeah,
So
I
first,
think one of
yeah,
the other things that's crucial to understand about this is if Amazon is selling it, Amazon is a huge buyer, which means they can negotiate lower prices. So if you get into a price war with Amazon, you're going to lose. They can always go lower than you on pricing because they can buy lower than you at higher quantities. So the buy box is important, but profitability is also important. And if you can't compete with them on pricing, I think it's important to understand that you don't want to get into it.
yeah, it's true. So the easiest way to check if product sold by Amazon, you just See, locate the buy now button and see the name of the seller next to sold by label, right? If it's so, if it indicates like sold by Amazon.com, it means Amazon is buy box seller. Yeah, and also we show this information in seller assistant. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
we raise the flag with Amazon, and it's like a red flag for reselling this product. Okay, what's next? Competition. As I mentioned before, like Amazon is first we check, and second one we check how many different sellers, FBA sellers or FBM sellers, depend on your business model. But if you sell through FBA, you probably compete with FBA sellers as well. And you need to figure out how many FBA sellers selling the product with competitive price. Competitive price, usually the price which is within 5% or 3% of buy box price. Like, for example, you have a buy box price $50, for example, and 52 and 52.50 is competitive price. If there are if you find the sellers who have a uh, such price, it means they your competitors, and you need to take in account when you calculate how many products you can sell. Correct?
Yes.
So what's next? It's very important part is analyzing trends of the product, and we can analyze trend with Keepa extension or seller assistant. And we also have a Keepa graph integrated in our extension. The Keepa shows you a graph which shows how the price changes over time, and there are few graphs you can find. First one is showing that buy box price changes from $9 to $11, and sometimes you open the product and see the price on its peak, like for example 11. You calculate your profitability and find that you have a lot of gap for your profitability, but you need to understand the average price, and you need to be prepared to price on the its lowest value, right? If you check if you can still be profitable if price goes to $9, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes a big seller went out of stock, and you see that the price is higher on the peak right now. But if you open the price history, you will find that this peak is not the usual thing, for example, and usually the price is much lower, and you need to be prepared for. You need to take in account this information. It's very important, because if you analyze product on its peak price, you bought from your supplier, the boxes of the items, send them on Amazon. 2 weeks passed, and big seller come back to the listing and start selling again from with the lowest price. You just lose your inventory on Amazon warehouses. It just
Yeah.
stuck here. That's it. And price war. If you see the graph like this, when price goes down over time, it's a big bad sign for reselling such products. It means there are price war in progress. So sellers compete for the buy box. They put repricing to reprice product like buy box -1 cent, and price goes down all the time until the product became unprofitable. It's like how to
Mm.
kill your product listing. Just start price war.
Yeah. Yeah. What else would cause a price war, Oleg, besides just an automated type of a thing?
Um, Usually it's like um, automated repricing. First thing is automated repricing, right? And I believe it's the only the scene which cause price wars. Maybe I correct me if I wrong, but usually it's automated.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like two sellers set their repricing to beat the buy box price, like set price 1 cent below a buy box, and a second seller set the same rule, and they goes one each other like.
Yeah. And it's a good reason why if you've got some automated pricing set that you're watching, because you may not even realize that you're competing against somebody else who has automated, and it could both
Yeah,
of your products could be unprofitable.
some repricers actually they prevent such things. Sometimes they it's like the rule they have some exceptions, like they go repricing in next few hours, and for example at the night they set higher price to quit, and
Yeah,
sometimes the competitor goes for you and quit as well, and they try to prevent such price wars. But usually if you see price wars, it's better to avoid.
yeah.
Moreover, you can find the sellers who set such prices, right? And remember it, remember them, and try to avoid selling products they sell,
Mm,
because you never know when they decide to start price war on different on another listing, right?
right.
Okay, what's next? Variations. Um, Amazon have strict rules for variations, and some sellers, create a variation um, which don't follow Amazon rules. And the correct variation is a variation of the same type of product with different with one different, right? For example, a package quantity or color or size, something like that. But sometimes you can find the product which you know have variation, and first variation is for example, a cup, and second one is a fork, and third one is a spoon. It's a bad variation. Why such variation appears on Amazon? Because, for example, the spoon is very good selling product, and someone who sell a fork try to create a variation family, and attach to the spoon to get more visibility and some random sales. But it's goes uh, against Amazon variation rules, and you can get some account health issues because of that,
So
not
what
because
is
you created them, but because you sell such variations.
right? You have to be careful of what other listings you're getting on because it can affect you. So on the first example here, what variation are they not following?
um, they you can find that for there are a few maybe five variations. You can see the one count, pack of two, six quarters, container, and container plus kitchen something. There are so many
Mm,
different things, like you know um, they sell completely different products. It's not a variation family.
yeah, yeah, okay.
And
And then
second, the
on the
second picture
second
is
one,
that,
it's just quantities.
yeah, the just different quantities, right? um
Yeah, I think what people need to understand is that if you're going to sell arbitrage, you're going to rely on somebody else's listing to
Yeah.
sell your product. And so it is extremely important that you look at their listings, their variations. We have had people who their whole account gets deactivated because of a listing that they didn't create, but there's nothing they can do about it. They can't change it.
Yeah, it's true. And moreover, sometimes people create variations like buy this item for $10 and buy a pack of two, for example, for $30. And you see that trick here, right? Pack of two is much expensive than two items of one item, right? And it's also goes against Amazon variation rules. It's unfair pricing policy.
Yeah, it's considered kind of price gouging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you find a product with variation, how to understand which variation sells best? Before Amazon showed the information next to the item, which indicates the product sold last month, for example,
Mm,
the number of sold last month, right? We have no any different, ideas. We have no ideas how to figure out which product sold best, and the only way was to open the variation family and calculate
mm.
the reviews for each of variations for last 90 days, for example. And if product have more variation or more reviews, more ratings, it means that the variation is sold better than another one, right?
Yeah,
But
this is great information because I think it gets overlooked. You get a good price on, say, the black and white hat, and you look at the listing and you see the number of sales that are made, 3,000 plus sales, you think, wow, this is a good idea. But now, if you dig a little bit deeper, you'll see that only 3% of those are actually selling the black and white. So now that number is a lot less. They're not selling 3,000 plus, you know, they're selling less than 300.
yeah, and there was a problem, because when we assess estimate sales of the product, right? We use uh, best sellers rank and category
Mhm.
to do that, right?
Yeah.
But best sellers rank usually applied to whole variation family, and it shows the sales of every product in the variation family combined, right? But now Amazon made it a little bit easier, and they show information how many times the product was sold last month. It's not exact numbers, but you can see like 10 products, 50, 100, 200,000. And this information is not related to whole variation family. It's actually information related to the specific variation,
Mm.
specific product in the variation. And it's very easy to compare these numbers right now. It's
Yeah.
like a big step in assessing products.
Yeah, this is a really important part, I think, for people. This is good to have this into the software that you can see the variations.
Yeah. And also, it's very important to know extra, red flags and alerts related to the product. For example, some products is oversized, which cause extra shipping costs, and oversized products needs to be sent to specific different warehouse on Amazon, and there are much less warehouses which store oversized products, and shipping usually is very expensive. Fragile products requires extra packaging, bubble wrapping, uh, which cause your prepare and labeling expenses increase, right?
Yeah.
Hazardous materials cannot be sold by seller without authorization by Amazon, and also such products usually send with a specific dedicated um, transportation company, and hazmat products stored on hazmat warehouses. And multiple products cannot be sold, in the summer, because they they require extra handling.
Yes.
So what else we can find here? For example, we can find adult flag here. Some products for adults cannot be
Yes.
um, advertised on Amazon and search. They never search in they never show up in the search, and unfair sellers sometimes put this mark on the product to kill your sales, actually. So you need to know that information before you start selling the product.
Yeah, I think even like we've had customers who have come to us with a product that they wanted to put on resale arbitrage, and it was like mosquito wipes. Well, they didn't take into consideration what chemicals were in there, and they had to have certain certifications, which they didn't have. Also, if it has batteries in the packet,
Yeah.
you think, well, it's battery operated. Of course, it would include the batteries. That's a good thing if it has the batteries in it. But you need to understand that there are things that you're going to have to file with Amazon in order to get permission to have batteries in the packet and stuff like that. So, in those particular instances, you do need to understand what the rules are.
Yeah, it's true. So what's next? It's also very important to know if the product or brand caused intellectual property complaints in the past. Some products cause a problem to your account health. For example, if you sell product without uh, authorization of the distributor, you can get complaint from distributor. For example, they suspect you that you um, sell uh, counterfeit products, right?
Yes.
And they
Yes.
tell Amazon that they not give you permission to sell such products. So how to know that, actually?
So this is included in the software seller assistant, that you'll actually get this warning that pops up if you're looking at something, Oleg?
Yeah, it's included, but maybe there are ways to do it without seller assistant, like a
Oh,
free
okay.
option. Actually, I don't know, because the reason why I developed my extension, to solve that problem. Maybe some free options.
No, actually, I use Seller Assistant on mine as well. So when
Okay.
I'm looking up product and stuff, I use Seller Assistant. But yeah, this is really important. If there is a brand out there that it really wants to make sure that they are not impeded on, it's not just about the brand name. Sometimes it's the images that they're using, any of that information. And I think one of the points that you made very early was check to see how many different people are selling it. Because
Yeah.
if there's only one seller, they probably have some restrictions. Then you could look here to see, are they complaining about people? Because, like you said, there are companies that have paid a lot of money to create their brand, their images. They have filed their patents and stuff like that. And they don't want people to intrude upon those on Amazon. And so they will file the complaints.
Yeah.
Also, if
Okay.
they're
So
part of Amazon's transparency program, where the brand has told Amazon if they don't have our code, they can't sell it when they're listing it. Those are really easy for Amazon to find because if there's no transparency code, then you're in violation.
Yeah, it's true. So how we can figure out if there are some problems with the product? First of all, you can check the Keepa graph with the number of sellers, and if you see the drop like here, it means the product was sold, for example, by 70 sellers, and one day the number of sales dropped to zero. What happened here? Actually, there are few it's a good sign that something went wrong with the product. But what happened here? Maybe the listing was deactivated. Maybe the agent was deactivated. Maybe the
Yeah,
seller's listing was deactivated until the sellers provide specific documentation related, their supply chain, for example. Maybe maybe right owner sent to Amazon that like uh, now they sold seller, something like that.
yeah,
And we never know, but if you see some the graph like this, it's better to avoid or investigate deeper this product.
yes,
Also, we there are a lot of extensions which shows like bad brand, like the brand which file complaints. But you never know where the brands get where they such products get this information. I know that they offer you to send them email like, if you get complaint selling this product, just let us know and we will update our database, right?
yeah,
But in the fact, nobody wants to when someone get the complaint from the brand owner, uh, the first thing they do, that they go to lawyer, for example, or they think how to save their account, right? How to solve the issue. They never think they never hurry
yeah,
to update the database. Never. And
right.
you never know how this database sourced, and maybe someone provide unfair information about that, like
Mm,
maybe you never know how this database is built, right? But
yeah,
what we do at Seller Assistant, uh, we have 50,000 extensions up and running, right, around the globe, and all our users are selling different products. And if we spot that someone of our users get account health issues related to product or brand, we register this information in our database. uh, we anonymize this data and keep only the information about the issue itself, like what is the name of the issue, like product authenticity, customer complaint, for example, or suspected intellectual property violation, or product safety issue, etc. We store a date of the issue, and also we store information about some specific information about the issue and Amazon enforcement applied to the seller, right? uh, this database is not complete because we collect this information from our customers, and a lot of users don't use our extension. They use different software, for example, or don't use software at all. But it's better to have something like this than nothing, right? We
yes,
have about 40,000 or 400,000 account health issues registered in our database. It's a big, big database. So it's
yeah,
better to know.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, and Moreover, sometimes you can find that some products have authenticity complaints, and if you source your product from distributor, not from China, for example, there are nothing to fear. But this information actually protect you, because Amazon they kick out sellers who sell counterfeit products from China, for example. And if you have a proper supply chain, you have invoices, and you 100% sure that you have authentic product, there are nothing to fear.
Yeah. Yeah. This is great information. And especially, at SPC Tech, we're always worried about account health because we think that's so foundational. And in arbitrage, I think it's so important that people understand that every buy can affect your entire store. So do your research. Use, apps or extensions to do your research before you buy.
Yeah, it's true. So what's next? The very important question: is it profitable?
Yeah.
And you can check it. Just open Amazon revenue calculator. It's free, and input your ASIN number, input your item price, and calculate your profitability. So this is how you can find these numbers by yourself. But what we do at Seller Assistant, we also provide you with calculator which show all the information next to product page, and it's very convenient way to analyze the product on the go, right? You just open the product on Amazon, check red flags, analyze, check the graph, calculate your profitability, and if everything is okay, you just click save button and get all the information right in your Google Sheets for future use. So that's it. So feel free to open sellerassistant.app and install the software. It's cost 15.99, and it's there are more value beyond price.
Yeah. Oh, look, I want to thank you so much for your information today because, as I mentioned at SPC Tech, your account health is always important to us. And we get a lot of customers who are arbitrage sellers who just got in trouble, who didn't understand, why they needed to understand the demand or the brands or any other things that are associated with selling arbitrage. It is a different type of sale. Arbitrage does have a lower, uh, profitability than, say, a private label, but you don't have to put the advertising costs into it. And so arbitrage is so important, but I think it's really important. One of the things that you didn't mention about it is also seasonality.
Yeah, it's true.
Certain product has seasonality. So maybe the reason you get it at such a low price is because the distributor or the manufacturer knows that they're getting ready to go into a season when it doesn't sell. So that's why I think looking at a tool like yours that allows you to look over a long period of time to see if there are high and low fluctuations are so, so important. So I want to recap a couple of things that you said. At the very beginning, you talked about really looking at the reviews. Um, you know, you want to know what the quality of the product is perceived by the customer. Um, and so, uh, tell us again, what did you say is probably the best rating that you want to look for in the reviews that you want to be above? What kind of factors would you look at?
I think it's better to start from the rating above 4 stars, because it depends on the category and product, but the product with low rating costs higher return rate. And if you okay with that, for example, you have a great margin, for example, it's okay for you. You can go for low quality products, but um, Amazon don't love returns, and it's better to sell quality products. So it's up to you.
Yeah. Now, um, where do you think the most common place for people to find their sourcing? Like, what are the most common sources for online arbitrage products?
Yeah, I have a bonus part, and I can tell about suppliers and their trustworthiness. So if you're interested, I'll tell a little bit more about that.
Oh,
So
yes. I
yeah,
mean,
there are a lot of ways to start online arbitrage. Actually, reselling is like what are the type of reselling? First one, you just go to retail store, for example, into Walmart, right? And you find a bucket of the product on the sale, right? You take them, scan the barcode, calculate your profitability, and see, okay, it's a winning product. I'm going to sell it, and you buy them from retailer, right? So you have no any documentation except the receipt from cashier, and it's like retail arbitrage, and you cannot build a really big business on retail arbitrage. It's like a side hustle, but it's not a big business. And second step is online arbitrage. When you go to retail stores online, you just open the Walmart, Home Depot, Dick's Sporting Goods, maybe Target, and find the products on the seller right here. Maybe you go for Bus Bed Beyond, or I don't know. Like um, online arbitrage sellers start with retailers who sell product online, and the best way to get profit is find a product on a sale, use a credit card with cashback, and maybe loyalty bonuses um, from the retailer, and cashback services like honey and top cashback, something like that. But when you grow your business, you start looking for distributors of specific brand, maybe multi distributors um, like Tiger Chef, for example, or maybe a Webstrand store, something like that. It's like multi-brand distributors, and they provide you with invoices. They have a lot of brands. Maybe it's a wholesaling business. Maybe it's kind of online arbitrage. But anyway, you source from online stores, and there are big competitions. So a lot of scammers try to scam you while you searching products. And what they do, they create website, they upload products from Amazon and divide the price by half, for example, and you open their website and see juicy price. You see a good product with high sales on Amazon, and you decide to put the order, right? And you never get product, and you also lose the money from your credit card, for example. So what to do and how to avoid such sellers? First of all, if you find a supplier, you can get their name, open the who.is website. This service is Whois service, which show the information about a domain name registered by the business, right? And here you can find what the name of the business, when the domain registered, and the most important information, the date of registration of the domain. And if domain registered less than 1 year, it means it's not a big business, and something wrong with this web. There are no attraction of the website, right? So for example, the webstrandstore.com is registered uh, 21 year ago. I believe this website is trustworthy, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what's next? You open website and go to the terms and conditions. And if you see something like website or name of the website instead of the company name, company address, right? Company, for example, employee identification number. You don't see any public information about registration the company. You just see the website name or just website. It's looks like a scam. Check their refund policy, check their privacy policy, check their use and terms, uh, all their agreements they have in their footer.
Yeah,
They,
one of
they
the other things that I've found that you can do too is if you go to their contact us and you ask several questions, if they don't want to answer those questions directly, they're like, well, you need to have our membership, you need to be authorized first, and that type of stuff. That's kind of a red flag, also, because anybody who's looking for new business is going to answer your questions.
Yeah, and also if you cannot find the phone number, for example, or if you find a phone number but they never answer the call, so it can be a red flag. Okay, what next? The cart is not working, for example, or I saw this on at seller assistant deals when we we check the suppliers, like for example, you open website is registered a few years ago. It's not a red flag, right? You add the products to the cart and then you click go to checkout. You redirected to the different domain name, and if you check this domain name, it's newly registered a few months ago. So be careful about that. The only external domain name, the only the only external domain name you can trust is Stripe. Stripe is payment system, right? Um, so what's next? You can check products in Trustpilot. Trustpilot is a website where people leave reviews about businesses, and it's an independent website. So, for example, Webstrand store have more than 2,000 reviews. It's a big number. Yeah, sure, you can see that like 3 and 5 stars, but it's not easy to get a good reviews on Trustpilot. It's not easy. Never Nobody write good reviews on Trustpilot. Nobody. And for example, second site website have a 2 and 3 stars, and it's still a good sign because at least they have a listing on this website. If your supplier have no listing on Trustpilot, it means they have no traction at all. It's better to have bad traction uh, then don't have attraction at all, right? So
Yes, I think that people really know sometimes, about Trustpilot, and that's why you said it's harder to get good reviews on Trustpilot, but Trustpilot itself being listed on there shows that you're a legitimate business.
yeah, it's true. And another website is scamadvisor.com. They show you a trust score. For example, first website has a 1 trust score. Like and second one have a 100 trust score. Trust score is a score calculated um, taking into account different parameters. For example, they check the domain name, the date of its registration. They also check external, uh, domain records, which indicate if if the website use email on this domain, or uh, you know some some service like Google or being they require you verify your domain name with them, and they ask you to put some domain records on your domain to verify your website. And they check all this information. It's like technical information under the hood, but it allows you to check trust score. And if trust score less than 70 on Scam Advisor, it's better to avoid such supplier.
Well, thank you. That is very helpful.
Yeah, and also I love this method. It's I call this social media loop. When you open a website like tigerchief.com is a very reliable supplier. You just scroll down to the bottom section and locate here links to their social media. You just click on Facebook or Twitter or etc. and open their social media. You can see like social media page with a lot of likes and followers, right? But every website can put you know scam website can put social media leading to uh, the pages they pretended to be but it's very important to get a loop back from their social media to original website. When you open the social media website, right, you scroll down and find website address in the info section, click on the link, and if you get back to original website, uh, the social media loop is working, and it's a good sign that the website is trustworthy.
Yeah, one of the other things here too is looking at how many likes and followers and because I have had people who have created I've gone to a social media and it looks like they've got postings and stuff, and then all of a sudden I realize they don't even have 100 followers.
Yeah.
So this is also another that you've circled there. How many likes, how many followers? Is there a complete loop that takes you back to the actual? So this is a great bonus.
Yeah, and I didn't mention, but it's very important to check if your supplier can sell product, can accept payments via PayPal, because
Mm,
PayPal is very, it's very difficult to scam with PayPal, and if your supplier sell products using PayPal, it's a good sign for you. Yeah, and the last example of the fake website. This is a uh, footer of the website, fake website. They have nothing about their policy, privacy policy. They have no any terms. The links to social media is not working, and there are no information about how you can pay, how you can return product if something went wrong. It's like scam website.
yeah. Oh, look, I think that this has been so helpful today, especially for people who are looking at online arbitrage. Again, where's your app at, or where can they go to find it?
Yeah, you can find the app at sellerassistant.app. Uh, you can find the seller assistant extension here. Also, we have IP alert extension. We just launched VPN by seller assistant extension. It's very useful for those who live outside of the United States and cannot get access to retailer websites like Target or
Oh, okay,
etc.
good.
Yes,
All
and
right.
also we now focus on tools for experienced resellers who buy products from wholesalers. We working on price list analyzer tool, which help you to analyze sellers manifest, like price list or you get from your suppliers. We match product with products on Amazon. Show you all the information about the product, highlight products with strange marks, like if we know it's too big profitability or too low profitability. If something went wrong, like no FBA fees or cost of goods is not applied to the calculation. So we now committed to make this tool very useful. And also we have seller spy tool, which track your competitors and shows you information about newly added products to your competitors inventory. And also we are going to release soon a brand analyzer feature, which will show you information about brand itself, and how many sales generate brand, what is the average prices of the brand, and average fees, average number of sellers selling this brand, etc. So we work hard to bring
Yeah. I
value
was
to
just
Amazon
gonna
sellers.
say, it sounds like to me you guys are always just looking for that next thing and you're going forward and stuff like that. I'm so excited, Oleg. I want to thank everyone for joining us today on Ecom Insiders, sponsored by SPC Tech. Our guest today, Oleg Kuzmanov. And if you have any questions, leave them below in the comment fields. If you enjoyed today's session, please subscribe to enjoy future editions of Ecom Insiders. Again, thank you for joining us and just giving us some invaluable information on arbitrage.
Thank you, Debbie, for inviting me. I'm happy to share this information with you and your viewers. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe.
All right.